Dear friends, you kind-hearted parents, gratitude is a powerful virtue that can profoundly shape the course of our lives. As loving mothers and fathers, we all wish for our children to embrace this precious mindset. We hope they'll learn to appreciate what they have and recognize the beauty scattered throughout their days. Cultivating gratitude can lead them toward a fuller, more satisfying life. But often, despite our best efforts to teach them, the results fall short. Perhaps it's not because they don't listen, but because they observe. Our children don't simply follow what we say, they mirror what we do. You cannot teach gratitude unless you live it. So, dear parents, have you truly learned to be grateful? Join us on today's episode on Mindful Parenting Channel. There once was a good man who was once romantic, tender, funny, and above all, a man of great ambition. Then he got married, started a family, and moved to an unfamiliar city to build a new life. But everyday stress, especially that of a young immigrant father trying to support a household during an economic downturn, changed him. Work stress, tuition fees, food, electricity, rent, obligations to extended family back in his village where he's seen as the successful one, unfulfilled duties to aging parents. The small things once dismissed as harmless were now quietly draining his joy and spirit. He came home most nights tired, short-tempered. He snapped at his kids, argued with his wife over the smallest things, despite loving them more than anything. On darker days, he'd sigh and mutter, "I'm doing all this for my family." Then he'd return to work, the weight still heavy on his shoulders. One evening, as he struggled through a second job's workload, his young son came into the room. Bright-eyed and hopeful. "Dad, can you help me with my homework?" Overwhelmed, the father lashed out. "Don't bother me right now. Just do it yourself." His son quietly turned and walked away. Later that night, the father peeked into the boy's room. There on the floor lay his son sound, asleep, his hand still clutching the assignment paper. The father reached down to lift the boy and tuck him in. Out of habit, he glanced at the sheet of paper. The essay prompt read, "Write about something you didn't like at first, but later realized you were grateful for." Curious, the father read his son's work. "I'm grateful for final exams, even though they made me study hard because afterward, I get to rest and play. I'm grateful for bitter medicine because even though it tastes bad, it heals me. I'm grateful for the alarm clock, it always wakes me up too early, but it reminds me I'm alive and still have a chance to chase my dreams. I'm grateful for my dad. He sometimes scolds me and makes me sad, but later he brings me toys and delicious snacks and takes me out for walks. I'm even grateful for the times he refuses to help me, because that's when I learned to try on my own. I've realized we all have to do our own work. It's our job, and also our joy." The father stared at the paper. His heart softened. He sat down for a while and reflected. "I complain about paying all these bills, but that means we have a home. Some don't. I bear the weight of my family's needs, but that means I have one. I'm not alone. People still call on me for support. It means they care and I matter. I still have my parents, and that means I still have the privilege to honor them." He whispered, "Thank you, my son. Thank you, family. Thank you, life. I'm sorry I didn't see it sooner. Thank you, life. I'm sorry I didn't see it sooner." He gently kissed his son's forehead, tucked him into bed, and returned to his desk. But this time, something had changed. His burdens were the same, but his heart was lighter. Life lesson. Everyone carries some burden. But if we look at life through a lens of negativity, it will sap our spirit. Yet the moment we choose gratitude, our perspective changes, our life changes, and so does our destiny. Thank you, dear friends, for staying until the end of this story. Did it move something in you? I'd love to hear. Till next time, with gratitude.